Now, what I want to get into is that the moon's phases, the cycle of phases, depends on the relative position of the sun, the earth, and the moon. Now, the full moon is always opposite the sun. Think about it for a second. If you're seeing the entire face lit by the sun, that means the sun has to be behind you when you're looking at it, right? If I'm here and I'm looking at it, and if I see the whole face lit up, that means the sun has to be behind me. So whenever you're seeing a full moon rise, that means that the sun is just setting, right? Or if you see the full moon setting, that means the sun is about to rise. Always on the opposite side. Okay? So that's one thing to keep in track. If you ever go camping and stuff like that, and you have a full moon going, you can kind of tell what time it is if you wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, what time is it? If you could look up and find the moon, wherever it is on its journey, the sun is halfway on its journey on the other side. So when the moon's going to set, so you can kind of estimate how much longer it is till dawn. Okay, so yeah, a full moon is always opposite the earth. And let's get some of this terminology right. Waxing means when it's getting bigger. This is waxing, 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 waxing. Whether it's a crescent or whether it's the gibbous, in that half of the cycle where it's getting bigger, 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 that would be the waxing moon. Okay? And then what's the word from, you had a lesson earlier, what's the word for when it's getting smaller? Do you remember what it is? It's waning, okay? Not, oh, it's waning, I'm going to get wet. No, but waning means smaller, okay? Waxing and waning waxing's getting bigger, waning's getting smaller. Now, it isn't actually getting smaller. What's getting smaller is the lit side that we can see. So it starts with a full moon, and it starts shrinking, 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 meaning that the crescent shape of the shadow is getting bigger, is really what's happening, until we see half of it. That would be third quarter. Now it keeps getting smaller, 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 until it's the new moon, which would be, oh, there's nothing there. Okay, so that would be the waning, waxing and waning. Okay, those are two the vocabulary words. Now, another vocabulary word then is crescent. Crescent is when it's the sort of shape like, so the crescent shape is between the new and the quarter. So you see less than half of the face that you see is lit up, okay? The moon shape, we think of, it's a crescent. Write that down. If you don't have it written down, pause the video. Gibbous is when you're between full and quarter. Now, gibbous comes from, I don't know another word, to be honest, in English that has the same root word origin, but gibbous is between the full and the quarter moon. Okay, it comes from a word Latin meaning hump or bulge. Okay, now here's what I want to do. You get the cycle of the moon here. You got the new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent. I'm going to have you learn this. I want you to know these phases. First, I'm going to have you draw a diagram, copy everything I write, but then we're going to chant this. Okay? I always have my classes chant this. It's a great way to learn it. It goes new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent, new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent. Okay. You're going to have to chant this and record it pretty soon, okay?